water, earth, fire, air.
4 YouTubers lived together in harmony until one day, Sacred Bricks attacked. Only the Avatar, the master of all 4 elements, could stop him, but when the world needed him most, I killed him. What's up, gamers? Today we're building Boss Thing Safe from Avatar the Last Airbender, the cartoon of course, not this trash, which fun fact is why most kids don't sleep at night. Check out the other 4 parts of this collaboration down below. There's one from each nation. Go raid their comment section with hashtag SacredBricksRaid, show no mercy, spam it 69 trillion times if you'd like, and YouTube, don't you dare delete the comments or I will put you in a room with the cast and crew of The Last Airbender. So, I decided to build the house that Team Avatar stays at during their time in Boss Thing Say. I must have rebuilt it like a good 6 or 7 times. I'm not even kidding. I went through so many different designs and just spent way too long on it. My OCD was like cranking 90s or something. It was just going crazy. But anyways, I started off with building a border in black, just like my soul after watching this crap. And I didn't make it freeform because I decided to go with this really cool floor technique where I build these small plate constructions and then shove them between the studs on a base. I showed a more basic style of this technique in a tip video from a couple months ago. I also naturally spilled in a couple different colors here and there. It took me a really long time and I had to rob so many pick-a-brick walls for the making of this video, so subscribe. I tried to make the floor of the MOCs somewhat subtle but still detailed. I didn't want to make it look like an aeroplane crashed here, but I still made it very textured. I experimented with some neck bracket pieces that I recently intercepted from the Rebelug log bulk shipment. I used those to fill in some gaps which are very useful. That I used some really spicy technique. Crap, I just said spicy. TD Bricks, don't you dare copy strike me. For the main house, I elevated it to match the front, and here's one of my favorite techniques I used. I stacked up a tile on 2 plates high and proceeded to make like 50 of these sections. I made these for the floor where I place a layer of tiling on their side between every section, and this adds a lot more texture and it's much more detailed than plain old tiling. And if Aang decides to store children in his basement, which he does, the whole killing the airbenders thing is just a cover-up. He has them all in his basement, and luckily the flooring is much more thick than normal tiling, so if the kids start screaming for help, the FBI won't know nothing. Hashtag relatable.
And now a word from our sponsors.
$200? Dang it. Mom, can I have $200?
No.
Okay, boys, plan B. I guess we're robbing Chuck E. Cheese. Bro, have you heard of minifigs.me? What now? Just check them out, man. Alright, so minifigs.me provided me these 4 super sick custom printed LEGO minifigures from Avatar the Last Airbender, being Aang, Katara, Sokka, and one of my favorite characters, Toph. They have a ton of other super sick custom printed figures from a bunch of different popular franchises, and compared to most LEGO minifig sites, they're pretty inexpensive considering they're actual LEGO. I'm not saying they're cheap, but they're a better deal than most companies. If you want to buy these for yourself or anything else from their site, please use code SacredBricks10 for 10% off. And thanks to them for providing me with these figs and waiting close to 2 months for me to make the video. Alright, back to the build. So I used some really cool techniques for the furniture inside the house. I made this really sick desk with drawers to store children just in case if the basement overflows. And I actually included an open drawer, which I made using a hinge piece. I also included a bookshelf, a painting, a couch, and a lamp that angles downwards using a glizzy piece, and just everything you'd find in a place like this. I'm probably going to be making a new tip/tutorial video on some of this stuff, so stay tuned. Then I started to work on the exterior, the meat of the video. I built these pillars in the front that are meant to hold up the awning, and then I built the front part and everything. I made sure to make it very textured and add some depth and all that jazz. I was cranking 3000s during building the walls in the front. I also really like how I made the stairs. The whole time when I was making them, I was just thinking about drop-kicking Jodie down the stairs because she is just too gosh darn creepy, evil, and annoying in the show. Finally came the roof, which was definitely the hardest part of the build because I tried so many techniques, but I didn't have any of the pieces I need to accomplish the shape in the correct colors, which is so annoying. It's like seeing a group of children but not having any candy or a white van. Eventually, after many iterations, I figured it out by using this clip technique as well as using dark orange pieces to texture it, and then I built a golden outline on the sides. I decided to add some finishing touches after that, like some small ponds on the side with some plants in them. Boys, guess what time it is? The mock is finally done, and I could not be more proud of myself for finally finishing this. It took way longer than it should have, but I'm super proud of it, and I'm happy to be done, so I can finally punch it in the face, kick it, and just destroy it. Every angle of it is just flooded with detail. I especially love the flooring in the front, as well as the exterior and the roof. It also was super fun to make the interior. I rarely ever do them, but I definitely want to do more now, because I know a ton of awesome techniques I want to play around with. All the foliage was also very fun to make, and thank you to Minifigs.me once again. Go take a gander at their shop, even if you don't want to buy anything, but if you do plan on buying something, use code SacredBricks10 in checkout. Also, go check out the other 3 mocks that are part of this collab. They're super well done by Avaki, who's almost at 4K, Lego, and TD Bricks. Here's some pictures, but the full videos will be linked down below. And drop a like, subscribe, and join my Discord server, link in bio, or Joe D will find you and stalk you and kill you.